Davis is 1 year older than Sarah Kaufman, has a half-inch reach or height advantage and a 1-inch reach advantage. Both girls weighed in at 135.5.
Alexis, you ready? Sarah, are you ready? Bring it!
The bell and round one. We are scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in women's bantamweight action. Sarah Kaufman in the red gloves, Alexis Davis in the blue gloves, and immediately they come out chucking the leather. Alexis Davis again working at the Armory in Florida on her stand-up, wanting to really hone that skill, and boy, she is definitely staying in the pocket with noted striker Sarah Kaufman.
Yeah, and so far Davis's punches that have hit Kaufman have hit a solid piece of granite, basically.
Wow, she's got the collar tied, feeding Kaufman some uppercuts, a right hand. Oh, but Davis got stung with that shot from Kaufman, but boy, proving that she too can take a shot. In her debut back in April of 2007, she lost via TKO to Kaufman, but both of them have evolved so much since then.
Yeah, Davis coming out firing, very confident, and it was Sarah Kaufman during that exchange that looked to tie up. Very surprising.
Well, Davis proved she had a strong chin when she fought Amanda Nunes, where she took some really solid shots, but then come back to finish her with a submission hold.
Kaufman, of course, fighting out of Victoria, British Columbia, under Zuzek Ultimate Martial Arts. Again, has Julie Kedzie in her corner. Working with her, and now looking to strike on the exit, and Davis is used to getting hit. We saw it against Amanda Nunes as well. She took a lot of shots before coming back and stopping the Brazilian in the second round.
You know what's nice about this? Is that Davis's style in this fight of brawling with her is bringing out the best in Kaufman. Kaufman's been much more reserved in her past few fights.
Point.
She's coming out slugging. It's fun to watch.
I don't know how fun it is for Alexis Davis right now, though, as her face is getting marked up now. Kaufman beginning to tattoo her, the much more proficient technical striker.
One of the tools that Davis used against Nunes was she put her in the cage and got that over and under clinch, allowed her to slow the fight down and work on the knees and the elbows. She's not doing that to Kaufman here. She's standing in the center and trying to bang.
Might want to move the head a little bit more too, huh?
Would be a good idea. She's far too pretty to keep her head down.
Now, along the fence, Kaufman, considered one of the stronger female fighters at 135, has Davis along the fence, but Davis still trying to bring the fight to Kaufman here. They're just engaged now, looking for position, and boy, Davis's face really marked up now, blood, and I think there's a cut over her left eye. And there's an overhand right on the exit from Kaufman. And the referee now calls for a timeout. They are definitely going to inspect that gash over the left eye of Alexis Davis. It does not look good.
I'm fine.
Right. Looks like I will look at that. We're good.
You're good?
Good. Yep.
Okay.
Ever the warrior, Alexis Davis, saying she is fine, and they will allow this fight to continue.
Guys ready? Let's go.
That's a pretty ugly cut.
You wonder if Alexis Davis is going to look for a takedown here pretty soon because she knows she's cut.
And they continue to just swing for the proverbial fences. Both of them looking to take each other's head off, and now Kaufman again settling down. Good foot movement and being able to just get through that porous guard of Alexis Davis. And you're right, Davis needs now to resort to that plan B, and obviously that is, without a doubt, trying to take this fight to the ground. I don't think she can win a fight of this nature against Sarah Kaufman.
And she's looking for the cut. She's looking for the cut. Davis is throwing those elbows over and over. She wants to pay her back for that cut.
Kaufman is known to use the cage, leaning into it, putting her opponent in the cage, working those knees to the thighs, short uppercut, short elbow.
Yeah, and the way the girls braid their hair, you know when they grind their heads in each other's faces. You know that doesn't, that's like rope, scraping your face up.
I guess the guys did it when we didn't shave. Remember we leave that 3-day beard on, stick it in the eyeball?
I ate onions.
Ew.
Davis pummeling with Kaufman, looking to get away from the fence, drives a knee up the middle, but Kaufman again on the exit with that great right hand.
Now Davis has a good low kick. She just threw it there. She's got to get back to it. Inside, outside.
Less than a
Kaufman
minute
away.
in the opening round. It's been a stand-up battle, one that Sarah Kaufman seems to be getting the better of, but now here comes Alexis Davis.
Oh, that got through the guard a little bit, that lead leg head kick.
What a fight here in round one.
That elbow that Davis is throwing is very dangerous.
And it
oh,
cut
he's
her.
got a black.
And now Kaufman is cut. And yet they continued to drive forward. This was something Alexis Davis told us that she would try to be careful of. Her habit of just going forward over and over again, driving. It makes for an exciting fight, but it can put you in harm's way. And both of them have tasted each other's power here in what has been a fantastic first round of action.
With action and action, the girl's just going at it. Kaufman winning the better of the exchange, but Alexis got a good head clinch there and started adding a little damage. The clinch fight, and that elbow is just money. She's been landing that elbow all night. Pat, I think that's the differentiator inside the clinch for her.
Well, she paid Sarah back for the cut that she got earlier in the round with the follow-up elbows later on, that's for sure.
Well, this looks like where the cut happened. They're just swinging beautiful overhand right from Sarah Kaufman on the chin of Davis. But dangerous knees, elbows on the inside clinch. These girls are just flinging them. Beautiful jab, counter jab, right hand right on the chin. Davis just standing up a little too tall. She's got her chin up a little too high.
What an opening round of fisticuffs. Sarah Kaufman landing 71 of 164 strikes. Davis 48 of 94. So a lot of leather thrown in that opening 5 minutes, and they, well, resume where they left off.
You can see Kaufman leans off center when she punches and really turns her hips over, where Davis doesn't move her head and doesn't turn her hips as much. It's paying off in the damage on, for Kaufman.
Total strikes thus far, just mentioned. Davis landing on 50%. Kaufman working on the inside.
Nice change of angle and pulled down on that head. Got her off balance. Beautiful job. Kaufman staying extremely busy. This is busier than we've seen her, like I said, for several fights.
Kaufman with the jab through the defense of Davis. Body kick from Davis. Both of them wearing the vestiges of what has been an incredible battle thus far.
Well, Sarah's really good at keeping the hands off her body by swimming and pummeling inside. Now, I figured Alexis would be doing that, pummeling and working to get for that takedown, and she's standing up and clinch fighting the whole time.
You can see Davis content with that whizzer, the overhook. She should be digging for the underhook and trying to put Kaufman's back against the cage to work for a takedown possibly.
An exchanging of knees here on the clinch. Kaufman wanting to pin Davis along the fence, but Davis doing a good job of turning her body, and they again just looking to exchange knee strikes, not wasting any time whatsoever. If they can't punch, they'll knee. If they can't knee, they kick. Just a frenetic pace here.
And I think they're also resting to a certain extent, hanging on each other a little bit. Arms might be a little weary.
Nearing the midway point of the round and the fight.
Well, it seemed like Kaufman was winning the game on the outside. I'd love to see her get back on the outside and get out of this clinch game.
I don't think Davis has even attempted one takedown yet.
No, confident with her striking apparently and feels safe, hasn't been hurt.
Gets stuck with that jab. And again, wants to reach out. It's almost like the hockey fight, looking for that single collar tie and just feeding the right hands. But Kaufman shucks her off and now working to establish the jab.
Yeah, doubling and tripling that jab and adding a left hook behind it is really starting to work for Kaufman. Well, Davis showing tremendous improvement in her stand-up in this fight. I know it's not the caliber of Kaufman, but the hand position, the blocking, the parrying, way better than her last fight.
Yeah, and throwing some good kicks. I think she wanted to take the base, that punching base, away from Kaufman. Needs to do that a little bit more, maybe land some low kicks.
Well, these two ladies definitely trying to steal some of the thunder from the main event tonight, of course, which is for the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight Championship. Miesha Tate to defend the title against Ronda Rousey later tonight. And both Sarah Kaufman and Alexis Davis wanting that next opportunity at the title. And of course, that championship bout will culminate. Main card action coming up at the top of the hour, only on Showtime.
That low kick that Davis just landed, you could hear the shin bone reach all the way to the femur bone of Kaufman's leg. That was a nasty deep kick, Frank.
Yeah, that was ugly. Kaufman is starting to really start feeling a range.
Couple of knees from Davis. And again, Kaufman separating, sticks the jab again.
Showing how strong she was there, just threw her off her.
And very effective with the counter striking as well as Sarah Kaufman.
I'd like to see Kaufman hit the body too and then go up to the head.
I want to see her follow up with some uppercuts and hooks.
Non-stop action in the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight battle between former champion Sarah Kaufman and Alexis Davis. 5 seconds left in the second round. We want more. We're getting it. Round 3 coming up.
Great round.
Wow.
All right, let's go to Heidi Androl, who's standing by with Strikeforce lightweight champion Gilbert Melendez.
Thank you very much, Mauro. Well, impressing you, these ladies?
Yeah, it looks like Sarah wants her belt back real bad, so I'm pretty entertained for sure.
Now, Gil, you are tweeting for us tonight at Gilbert Melendez. You've also got a gym that has a Twitter following as well.
That's El Nino Training or elninomma.com, and I have my gym in San Francisco.
You'll also be broadcasting with the guys tonight. You know, and obviously you have a vested interest in one fight in particular, Nunes-Thompson. What's the keys to this one?
Well, I'm going to dabble in the front row with these guys a little bit and get a front row seat to it. You know what the key is for Josh is to maybe get it to the ground and for KG to keep it on his feet. We'll see what happens.
Preference on which guy you'd fight next?
It doesn't matter to me. They're both going down.
And one last question. What's tougher, getting in the cage or working with these three guys?
You know what, man? It's going to be a tough road up to the top with these guys here, but I'll do my best.
No doubt about it. Thanks for taking the time. Guys, back to you.
Looking forward to having Gilbert Melendez joining us later on Showtime during the KJ Nunes-Josh Thompson fight. But right now, looking forward to calling the rest of this action. Third round underway of what has been a scintillating contest, a scintillating scrap between Kaufman and Davis.
And Davis back to them kicks again, which I like seeing her do, but she's standing straight up and taking counter shots while she's doing it.
Hands high. Finish with the kick.
How do you have it after 2 rounds, Pat?
I have Sarah Kaufman up both rounds, but I have Davis with a lot of heart. I tell you, she's fighting her heart out and might want to look for a takedown.
Neither lady has attempted a takedown yet thus far. I know the fans are enjoying the action, and the ladies are showing all of their warrior spirit in this fight. It's been an unbelievable pace. A striking smorgasbord, as it were. 1 minute down, less than 4 to go here in the final round as Kaufman again touches the face of Davis with a 1-2 combo.
Kaufman's doing nice short punches, but she's stepping off a little bit to her right and left before and after she does them, and that's what's keeping her out of the way of Alexis' counter.
A little bit of head movement, a little bit of footwork goes a long ways.
Get in the clinch, the collar ties, and that's where Davis has had her best success, it seems, when she goes for that single collar tie and tries to drive the knees, but is forced to break because of the power and the onslaught of Sarah Kaufman.
Yeah, and she does land good knees there. It's a very good observation, Mauro, and she's landed some elbows from there also and uppercuts.
And again, now closing and gets that outside trip takedown into side control. Alexis Davis with the first takedown of this fight.
Got her lulled into the brawl and looked for the takedown.
Again, working with Master Dave Dayball at Dayball Jiu-Jitsu in Florida. Also with Team Popovich. Very, very proficient on the ground is Alexis Davis.
Yeah, a lot of great coaches. She is slick.
But if your scorecards are accurate, she needs to try to finish this fight from this position, and it is a dominant one. Side control, series of right hands to the side of Kaufman's face. Kaufman trying to bump and roll here, just explode those hips, but having little success thus far.
And Morrow, speaking of those bumps, she does very short bumps and pops with her hips and shoulders that enables her to create space to move. She did it really well against her last opponent, and if she can do that here, she can get the space needed to pop up.
Very aggressive off her back is Sarah Kaufman. North-south position momentarily. Davis looking for her arm. Kaufman looking to get back up to her feet.
Davis wants that arm, man, at all costs.
Davis now, and now Kaufman with the sweep, and it's Kaufman now in top position in the final minute, 45 seconds of the fight.
Davis got in a little bit of a hurry with that. You know, she was focused solely on the arm. She might have wanted to transition. Now, wow.
Beautiful scramble and another beautiful reversal here, and Davis is back inside control. What a fight we have been treated to here between Sarah Kaufman and Alexis Davis.
Davis has got to go for a hold. She's got to attempt to finish here.
Doing a lot of punching there to try and get Sarah to make a mistake, I think, and open something up for her to try and finish.
And Davis takes her back. Final minute of the fight. Kaufman scrambling. Half guard now. Davis with ground and pound. An amazing pace, an amazing bloody battle into the final 45 seconds. Looking to mount, Kaufman is Davis. Davis doing a good job, though, of staying busy off her back. Now in half guard.
Kaufman doing everything she could to keep her from getting that mount. Got her back in half. Quite the battle for position going on right now.
There has to be that sense of urgency from Alexis Davis. She does need to try to finish this fight with final 15 seconds.
Yeah, the cornermen need to be yelling that and saying, go for something.
Go for something. Make a sacrifice.
Final 10 seconds. Strikeforce women's bantamweight action. Sarah Kaufman, Alexis Davis. Oh, Canada, what a fight!
It never stopped all the way to the final round, and it was just Kaufman, just relentless with short punches, and look at her stepping off right to the right as soon as she's done, resetting position, coming right back in. All about Kaufman on a stand-up, but Davis, as soon as it was done, she showed her grappling prowess. She got dominant position. Look at here, right? Hand control, punching down. She was in submission position quite a lot, but just couldn't give Kaufman to give up anything. Kaufman's arms in tight, thoroughly curled up. And do you think she might have waited it out a little bit there, Pat?
Yeah, but you know, Kaufman did a good job just surviving position-wise. Remember when Davis almost had the mount in this position they ended up in, Sarah Kaufman got half guard and really kind of saved herself there. It all comes down to position is how you win fights, right, Frank?
That's right. And a submission's helpful.
Judge at ringside, Cardo Urso scores about 29-29, even a draw. Overruled by judges Daryl Weiss and Alto Torriero, both scoring about 29-28 in favor of the winner, Sarah Kaufman.